Hello, welcome to Microlocity. Today's video is not a diecast video, but it is automotive. I am going to attempt to put a new exhaust on this 2000 Jeep Cherokee. This is my wife's vehicle, and we've owned it since 2006 or 7, I believe. So the exhaust is original. The Jeep, I think, has 128,000 miles on it, and in Ohio we don't really take it out in the wintertime anymore, so it stays in the garage, and we kind of use it just on the weekends and here and there when it's nice out, trying to keep the rust off. It's in pretty nice shape. There's a few little rust spots, and but I try to keep the upkeep on it. So there's the tailpipe and the clamp, and then here is the muffler we're going to be using, the Walker Quiet Flow SS, and that is the catalytic converter. And then here's we got this from Summit Racing. So that's the part numbers and stuff if you want to know what I'm using here today. And I'll show you the Jeep real quick. Here, first I'll show you underneath what we're doing. So that is the original muffler, and you can see it's starting to fall out. I'll do a cold start, and then I'll do we'll do another start after the whole exhaust is installed to see the difference. So there's the catalytic converter. The O2 sensor's up there. I'm going to try to just reuse that one. I thought I ordered a new one just to have a new one, but so like I said, I've never really done this before. I watched a video or two, so it shouldn't be that hard, I don't think. I'm just going to clamp everything. I don't have a welder. I think I'm going to buy one here someday shortly and test out my welding skills. But for now I'm just going to use clamps. And I bought some of this JB Weld stuff. I thought maybe to put in like the seams here and try to keep it sealed up, because the clamps I know don't really work all that great a lot of times. We have taken this thing off road, I think twice. Nothing too extreme, just kind of did some light stuff. It actually did very well. There's no modifications to this other than it is it's a police packaged ordered vehicle. A police chief owned it. It's actually a pretty rare type of police package order, because it doesn't have the certified speedometer like most of them have, but it did have some beefed up suspension. The fuel rod's a little different. It doesn't have the long idled switch like a lot of them have. But it's pretty quick. This wasn't an accident one time, so we had it fixed, and I ordered this bumper from Oklahoma. It's probably over 10 years ago, and it's awesome bumper. So yeah, we ordered it powder coated. We got some tow hooks on it. So yeah, this thing we're going to keep stock. I really don't want to beat it up off-road. We just took it up a couple times just to have fun with it. So I guess let's get into the video and see if I can figure out how to do the exhaust. So yeah, right now I'm going to do a cold start to see what the exhaust sounds like, and then we'll do one after the videos at the end of the video. Okay, so right here is the O2 sensor, and I think there's another one before the catalytic converter, which is here, and the muffler is here. So I think this is the secondary one. So I'm going to spray. I don't have the right socket, so I'm not even sure what size this is. So hopefully some WD-40 will loosen this up, and I can get this out. So let that sit for a minute and then let's try it. Okay, so I couldn't really get that loose. I wanted to buy a new one anyway just to have it new. So I'm going to take this little plastic thing off here, which holds the connector point up here, so I can just disconnect this and I'll run to the store and just grab a new one. So that way everything I install would be new, I guess. So hopefully this comes off fairly easy. Maybe next size down. Okay, I think I got the right socket now. Yeah, like I said, I don't really do much of this. I try to work on cars and figure out stuff. Oops, sorry. As much as I can. I watch some videos and try to learn how to do stuff, and I like to do stuff myself. So I have the mentality of if I can do it, I'm sure you can do it. I haven't really come across anything I can't figure out yet. I'm not real good with electronics and stuff like that, but let's see here. Okay, I think I almost got it. I need to invest in a battery, like a ratchet. Okay, so finally I think we got this. Okay, it's a tiny little bolt. I'm just gonna put that back in there so I don't lose it. And there's the connector. So, see if I can figure out how to disconnect this thing. So yeah, it's just a little tab right here. I think you flick that up and then there we go. So yeah, there, the O2 sensor is loose. I'm not sure if the new one will come with this little tab or not on there, but I'll have to make sure. I guess it's connected somehow. Let's try to yank it out of there. Okay, so I guess next would be I'll have to find out where I want to cut. There's that. Where I want to cut the exhaust. So there. Okay, so that just clamps. That holds the wire. I mean, it's kind of a fancy little piece. Alright, so I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm gonna put this whole thing up here. That way I don't lose it. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to slide that out of there. I just found out that the hanger in the back, I gotta figure out how to attach it. It looks like the original part was broken. I don't know if they welded it on there or what, but alright, finally got that the hanger undone. I fought with it for a little while with screwdrivers, and I ended up taking a pair of pliers and just trying to squeeze it out of there, and it worked pretty good. I should probably look that up to see how other people did that before I attempted it, but I got it figured out. So we'll get this kind of weaseled out of here. And then kind of set it next to the new one. So there's the new one and there's the old one. So this, I'll have to look, but this one came with a back hanger like this, and I'm not sure what they did, but I have like a hanger thing there. It looks like the weld broke off or something. So I don't know what the original thing actually looked like. So I'm gonna have to probably look that up, and I don't know if I have to order a new like a hanger piece or not, or I'll have to check that. So next I guess I have to get the muffler and catalytic converter off. And then I'll try to put my new stuff together. So I think putting it together would probably be easier than taking this thing apart. So I guess let's work on that. Okay, so there's the old sitting next to the new, and I say they're about perfect in length, so they should match up pretty good. Okay, so it does slide on the pipe I cut, so I'm going to clean it up a good bit, and hopefully it clamps on there pretty well. I think I'm going to have to get a clamp for that. Okay, so I'm going to put the catalytic converter and the muffler together right now. I'm going to have to run to the store and grab 2 more clamps. But I got this, so I'm going to put this on to the pipe and then slide the muffler on it and then put the clamp on. So I think this will help keep it together a little bit better. I'm not too confident on the clamps. Like I said, I wish I had a welder, but I think this is fine for now. So I'm just going to clean the oil off a little bit and make sure it's clean. Yeah, and I never used this stuff before, so it should work, I guess. That might be good. Just gonna kind of slide in there and clean off the mess, and then clamp it. I've never really used these clamps before, so I'm not sure how well they work. So I guess I'm just going to go as tight as I can. There. I guess a good sign is some of the that JB Weld stuff oozed out. Alright. So I went and picked up a new O2 sensor, so I'm going to install that now. And then I guess we'll try to stick the exhaust in there. We'll put some of that JB Weld stuff on the old pipe, slide this one on, put a clamp on there, and then hook everything up. So it should be pretty quick. Alright, so here's the new O2 sensor. I'm going to put a little bit of anti-seize on there. It already has a little bit on it from there you go. There. Yeah, it has a little bit on it already, but I'm just going to put a tad bit more on. So this new one was, the new O2 sensor was $66. That was for the Bosch Premium. That's not too bad. So I'm just going to snug it up pretty good. Okay, so there's that. So I guess let's crawl under the Jeep. I'm going to stick the tailpipe in there. Maybe I'll do that right now. Alright. So see if I can stick this in here. So there's that. So this is what I'm trying to figure out here. So obviously that's not going to work, that hanger there. And turn on light. Yes, I don't know what this was before, but I'm going to come up with a plan for that, because I need this to hang off of that somehow. So maybe we'll figure that out once I get it all together. Alright, I think what I'm going to try to attempt first is to get this rear tailpipe in this hanger here. So I got some grease I'm just going to kind of put on here to maybe help. It might help me get into that rubber piece. So let's see how this works. It should be easier going in than out, I would assume. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that was a piece of cake. So that's there. I might try to tie that rear one up a little bit, because I can still move this back and forth so I can get my muffler in there. And I'm going to go grab the muffler and we'll do that next. Okay, so here goes nothing. So I'm going to make sure I have a towel right there. So I'm going to shove it in that side, and then I'll put some more of that goop on the other side, and hopefully get it positioned where I want, and then clamp it. So that's on there as tight as I can get it. So this clamp is 2.5, and then the 2 I used in the back, like the one between the cat and the exhaust or the muffler, was a 2 1/4, and then the one from the muffler to the rear tailpipe is also 2 1/4. Yeah, so I'm going a little bit on each side at a time. Alright, so I'm just going to hook the O2 sensor back up. Yeah, this one doesn't have the little clip that held it in place that went in that hole. So I think I'm just going to, I don't know if I'm going to zip tie it, or I'm going to see what it looks like once I get up in there. Yes, this had that nice little clip. Kind of held that on, so I'll put that on. And then I'm going to put some anti-seize on this bolt. Okay. Put that up in there. So I haven't really replaced one of these O2 sensors before, so I hope it doesn't throw a code. I have no idea if it will or not. There were, I know there was no codes. There was no check engine light on before this little project, so if there is one after, it'd probably be this O2 sensor. There. I'm going to throw a little bit of grease, electric grease on the contacts. There we go. Okay, that's snapped in there. So yeah, I'm going to add a zip tie up there. That way it doesn't move around. So that is the exhaust. It went fairly well. So it has a pretty decent sound to it. So you listen now, it's a little bit quiet down. Nice little rumble to it. So that is it, I guess. I'm gonna take this thing outside and let it run for a little bit, and I was gonna take it around the block and see if the check engine light comes on. I'm hoping not for the O2 sensor, but so yeah, that was kind of fun. Like I said, I'm going to do some other stuff to this, so I might do some videos of that. So that is the XJ. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.